channel. So today we will going to be learning about Excel and its formulas. So today's briefings would be all related to SUMIF and SUMIFs. We will learn how to use SUMIF in the data set that we will get, and how to distinguish between SUMIF and SUMIFs, how we can do for it in our later exercises. Along with SUMIFs, we have also two to three options, which is concatenate, round off, length, trim. We have to check whether there is a blank in dataset or not, so blanks and without blanks. With all of that, we are also covering with the data of dates as well as some numeric. So without getting late, let's head on to our laptop screen where I can see where I can head on to the formulas and try to help you to overcome that. So let's get started. So as you can see, here are some questions that we are going to perform, which is first is how to apply trim for column C and how we can do. So here is a data set. I have prepared this data set a bit earlier, so I will be showing this how to perform the formula and how you can do it. So let's get started, and let's first of all delete and apply equals to trim, and we have to select the cell which we were going to trim, so trim B2, and we can hover over to the last of the cell and select down arrow, and you can see that all the cells have been filled up with the formula. It's easier to see that we can do it in this way. So we are going to the next question, which is calculate the sum of clicks. So we will be going to the dataset again, and we have to find where is the sum. And we have already done it for here, but we will do it for you again. So we can type the formula equals to sum, then the total range of which we are going to find, which is sum of clicks. So equals to sum, and we will select the whole column, and that will give our result is this. So you can check it again that how we have done the formula. Now to the third question, which is round off, how we can round off it. So for doing round off, we can use the formula which is equals to round off, and selecting the cell which we were going to round off, which is the sum. So we will be round offing the value of sum, which is 46,299.59 to rounding off. So we will select that cell, and we will be calculating the decimal function, which is -3, as doing it for the round off. If it comes under hundreds, then we have to do for -2. If it is in tens, then we will be doing it for -1. But we have 3 digits, so we will be doing -3 for it. And here is the round off value, and you can also check and hover over the view button to put on the decimal as well. So we will be going to the third question, which is how to find length. So find the length of the cell C6, and we will be doing after that as well. So length is already I have important, so we will already show you again. Equals to len, then the formula by which we will be getting the value of it. So we will find the formula or to how to start an online business. So here we can see the formula, and we can already see the characters are 31 for it. How to find a online business. So we can see already. So head over to the next question. Add a column after country and combine first three columns with date, country and speaker. So here we will use concatenate to doing this with a separator of a hyphen. So here you can see the formula concatenate, but we can see that there is an issue of copying this, so we have to use another formula which is text in this to copy all the dates as well. So to copy the dates we have to add text, then the following cells, which is business ideas along with dates and country, which is in US and in India. So we will be selecting the cell which is dates. After coming to the format, we will be giving the format of date, month and year. Along with it, we will be adding one separator to it to not get congested. So we will use an hyphen after it. As you can see, adding a hyphen helps to separate both of the cells. Then we will be adding the next cell, and again with a separator, and again the last cell which is country. So we will be adding 3 cells which is date, keyword and country, and we are doing this formula with the use of concatenate. And whenever you see a date or a text number, you have to add a text with the formula. Other than that, we will not use this formula. We will only use equals to concatenate, and here you can see the answer. Wait, let me show you again. It's not visible, so I will be doing you. So here is this 16 date, keyword and country. So you can see the formula as well. So we have already done it for here with adding a column, you can see here as well. So we will head over to the next question, which is apply SUMIF for the impression column where campaign name is 5. So we have already done it for here, then we will again do it for you here. So we will put the formula equals to SUMIF, then we will select the range. We will be selecting the range. So for the range here is campaign, so we will be selecting our range which is campaign. Then after range we will select the criteria. So the criteria here is campaign 5. Remember, whenever we are adding an wildcard, we have to use asterisk signs, means we have to double quote it within a star, and we have to give the criteria which is campaign 5 in between of that. Then at last we have to give the sum range, which is the total column of impressions. Now we were selecting the total sum range, which is impression. So entering that, we are going to get the right answer. Yes. And here you can see the formula as well. Yes, we have got the right answer. So heading over to the next question. Apply SUMIF if the link when ad set name is not equals to ad set 7. So here goes the same formula as well. We have to again apply SUMIF. You can see both of these questions are same. So here the range is always ad set. The range is ad set over here, so we will select all the column of ad set. Then we will give our criteria, which is ad set 7. Remember, whenever you find a text, you have to give it in wildcard series, which is in asterisk. But we have forgotten that the question is ad set name is not equals to ad set 7. So we have to put a formula of greater than and less than ad set. Because we can see in the range we can find some blanks over here, so to cover those blanks we have to use this greater than and less than sign in between of that. Then at last the sum range, which is link clicks over here. So we will select the link clicks and here we can find the answer. Remember, for this, if there is blank over here in any of the ranges, then you have to use those greater than and less than signs which denotes blanks. We can see the formula as well, why we have added that. Heading over to the next question. Apply SUMIF if the impression column when revised ad name contains Instagram. So this is again a text, so we have to apply with the SUMIF function. So heading over to the SUMIF function equals to, we have to give it the range. For range, this is the campaign. Sorry, the range is here the ad name, which covers the Instagram word. So we will be selecting all the column of the ad name. Then we have to giving the criteria, which is in asterisk Instagram in between of that, and we have to give the sum range, which is impression. So giving all the formula, we get the right answer. You can see that both are matching, and you can see the formula up as well. Heading over to the next question. Apply SUMIF for the impression when ad set is blank. Remember, wherever there is blank in the ad set or in the range, we will use SUMIF for it. So we will use SUMIF, and the range for here is ad set, so we will be selecting the whole column of ad set. After selecting the whole column, we will give the range. For range, we will be giving only 2 semicolons up above to denote blank cells. And after that, we will be giving our sum range. Sum range is here is for impressions. So we will be selecting the whole column of impressions after it. We have done some mistakes, I guess. Let me be correcting over it again. Let's do it again. So we will be deleting all of it, and you will be doing again. So equals to SUMIF, we will be giving the range. So the range is add set. We will be selecting the whole column. After selecting the whole column, we will give the criteria of it. So criteria is here blank cell, so we will denote semicolons too, and after that we will be giving the sum range, which is the whole column of impressions. Now we will give it a correct answer. Yes, you can see. So later on we have got the answer. So to denote blank cells, we are giving two semicolons without leaving a blank over there. Moving over to the next question, which is apply SUMIF for impression when add set is not blank. So here we have to give the SUMIF and we have to select the range of the add set. We will be selecting the whole column. After selecting the whole column, we will give the criteria. For non-blank cell, we use greater than and less than sign to denote non-blank cells. And after selecting that, we will be giving the sum range, which is the whole column of impressions. And we will be giving the enter and it will throw the right answer. Yes. After selecting, you can see the formula as well for non-blank cells. So heading over to the next question. How much is the total spends post of 30 January afterwards? Here it is not written afterwards. We have to select it for it. So we will be doing it for SUMIFs. So how to do it? We will do an analysis of the posts which we are getting after 30 Jan. So here we will do the formula of SUMIF and the range is for it is the dates. Here the range is dates, so we will select the whole column of dates. After that we will give the criteria, which is greater than 30 Jan, which is 30-01-20. And after giving the criteria, we will be giving the sum range. Sum range is amount spent over here, because we have to find the total spends of post after 30 Jan. So we will be giving the sum range of total amount spent. We will be selecting whole column, and after selecting the whole column we can get the formula, and here the answer. Yes, it is correct. You can see. So moving over to the next question, how much is the total spends from 25 to 16 Feb? So whenever you find two such things, we have to find in between also, we will be applying SUMIFs over here, because there are two conditions. Any one condition we have to use SUMIF, for any two condition we have to use SUMIF. So equals to SUMIFs, because here are two criteria. So equals to SUMIFs, we have to give in the range, which is dates. Then after selecting the range, we have to give in our criteria 1. So you can see we have selected our total spends and we have selected our sum range. We have to give sum range first. So sum range is the amount spent and the criteria range is the date. So after giving that, we will be selecting our criteria which is greater than equals to the date, which is 25/01/2020. Then we will give our criteria range 2, which is also the dates. Then we will be giving our criteria 2, which is 16/Feb/02. So we will select again the criteria range, which is dates again. So after selecting of that, we will give the criteria 2 in semicolon. So less than equals to 16/02/2020. So you can see the formulas here: sum range, criteria range, criteria 1, then criteria range 2, and last the criteria 2. You don't have to remember the formulas. When you give the formulas and hit the tab in the keyboard, it will show the formula as well here. And hitting the enter, we will get the right answer. Yes, it is the right answer, you can see. So you can also see the formula over here and you can practice it without the data, and our task is done and you can cool off. Thank you.